Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, a little rumor's been floating around the old interweb. Started out by the folks down in Australia. The magazine called Motoring actually came out and said that Lexus is apparently looking at taking the old RCF, probably one of the most beautiful automobiles that they have ever built, and they're going to build a hotter version. Which the minute that I read that particular headline, instantly brought a smile to my face. Now, already, this car has got a lot to love, meaning that it's got a 5-liter, normally aspirated V8, putting out 467 brake horsepower and 398 pounds-feet of torque, and does 0 to 60 jaunts in just 4.5 seconds at a top speed of 168 miles an hour. Now, it'll be really interesting to see what the folks over at Lexus has got up their sleeve when it comes to building a hotter version. Not to mention, if this is the F version, which is the highest of the high-end version underneath the Lexus umbrella, what are they going to call this car? So, more to come, hopefully. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Hopefully, there'll be a lot more coming about this soon. Next up on the list, remember when we showed off this grainy, cruddy-looking picture of the Lamborghini Asterion? Well, guess what? Paris Motor Show is now opening, and voila, here it is. This is the Lamborghini Asterion LPI 910-4. Now, a little bit of that gives a lot of this away, as this vehicle will have a 5.2-liter, normally aspirated V10, putting out 610 brake horsepower. Now, it's also hooked up with 3 electric motors, and these 3 electric motors put out additional 300 brake horsepower, all shifted through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. And this vehicle supposedly is going to be able to do 0 to 60 runs in just a touch over 3 seconds, with a top speed of 320 kilometers an hour, or just under 200 miles an hour. Now, the interesting thing about this vehicle, it is a plug-in hybrid, which means that it will go on full electric mode, which does mean that just on electricity alone, this vehicle will be able to go 50 kilometers or 31 miles, which is pretty doggone impressive. Not to mention the fuel economy numbers that supposedly this car is going to be able to achieve, which comes in at 4.12 liters per 100 kilometers, or 57 miles to the gallon. Yeah, this car is pretty doggone slick, so we'll hopefully learn a lot more about this. And again, this is just a concept, so Lamborghini is really going to gauge the public's reaction to this particular machine to see if they do want to build it in the future. But not a bad looking car, and obviously that 910-4, the vehicle will be all-wheel drive, so hopefully we'll learn a whole lot more. I have to say that I'm not a huge fan of the styling, but it could grow on you in time. And last up on the list, remember we talked about the Lotus Evora? We talked about how, well, it's a situation where they actually can't sell this car in the U.S. market based on non-availability of the airbag system, not having as many airbags as the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says that the car needs to be able to actually operate here in the U.S. or be able to be sold here in the U.S. Well, the folks over at Jalopnik have actually come out and said that apparently that deal is soon to be rectified. Lotus is on the case, and they are planning by 2016 to go right back on sale with brand new Lotus Evoras. So if you were running out to try to get one of the last ones, you still may be able to go out there and get you one, but you don't have to worry about there never being any of these ever again. So good news when it comes to the folks over at Lotus. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. If you like us over there, we'd appreciate it. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.